All right, welcome back to BrainFLoTv again, everybody. It's your host of the most. Let me start out by saying this, man. The reason why we're so upset when we see Nicki Minaj in a position she is in now is because she was our darling. She was our baby, especially to Caribbean American people. She was the one of us that made it big time. Caribbean girls run it. She repping for Caribbean women big time, and she repping for Caribbean people, period. So everything was all good when she was with Jamaican boy Safari. And then, you know what I'm saying, after all that fell apart, we still was trying to support her. And everything got weird, and then it got weirder and weirder until we are at where we are at today. Now, when you hear a lot of people saying stuff about Mr. Petty, it's because we don't think that that's what Nicki deserves. You know what I mean? She is our princess, and we honestly think that she deserves better, whether she knows it or not. But it's just like a father trying to tell his daughter, like, baby girl, that boy ain't no good for you. And she like, but daddy, I love him so much. And daddy just got to let her go down that road and find out the hard way. Now, I'm over here, I'm looking at HollywoodLife.com because I was trying to see how many times this brother been arrested and what does his rap sheet look like before I even talk about him being arrested now again and taken into custody by the marshals. So over here at HollywoodLife.com, they're saying that to say that Kenneth Petty, who's 41 years old today, has a long rap sheet is actually an understatement. So Nicki's new man has been arrested all of 13 times now so far over the years. And each time he has a new photograph for a mugshot. And you can find those at HollywoodLife.com. 13 arrests. And he's been arrested so far for everything from rape to actually shooting a man. His most recent was in September of 2018, where he reportedly was busted for driving with a suspended license. Well, his most recently now is a few days ago, where he was actually today, where he was arrested for failing to report as a registered sex offender. And a lot of people are saying, like, damn, Nicki, you must love them kind of people, because her brother had just got sent up the road for like 25 years before he's eligible for parole on some sex offender stuff. And she is actually with a sex offender, registered sex offender. I'm going to say this before I even go any further, though. I know about those laws, and I actually know a couple of people, one brother in particular, that this really messed up his life. You know what I'm saying? And the truth about it is this: you're 17 or you're 16 and your girl's 15. You're 1 year, not even a year apart, because she would have been actually the same age, 16, that he was in a few more months. But her parents were offended because he was a black dude and she was white. So they took it to the law and they took it to court, because under the state law, it is illegal to have sexual intercourse with a female that is under the age of 16. Now, mind you, this brother was 16. His girl was 15, but they were not even the whole year apart. And they messed his whole life up to the point where now he has to register within his state as a sex offender for pretty much the rest of his life. So I don't know if that was the case with Nicki Minaj's husband, but I do know that it's kind of messed up sometimes. When you hear sex offender, you automatically think, damn, you a nasty person. I don't like you. But when you hear the details, you start to think, what the hell is wrong with these laws? Kenneth was allegedly charged actually with 2 infractions and 1 misdemeanor for operating an unlicensed vehicle, failure to stop at a stop sign, and operating a vehicle while license is suspended or revoked. That was his last charge before this one, which is failing to register as a sex offender. So he appeared in the Nassau County First District Court on October 25th of 2018 for an arraignment hearing, and his next court date came up January 8th of 2019. This offense, though, had actually paled in comparison to his arrest in 1995, when Kenneth was only 16 years old, and he was busted for attempted first-degree rape of a 16-year-old girl. So they were both the same age. You know what I mean? So Kenneth, according to official court records, he used a knife, a cutting instrument, during the attempted rape, and he was sentenced to, and he spent 18 to 54 months in prison. In addition to that prison term, he is now supposed to register as a sex offender. He also served time for his involvement in the shooting death of a man named Lamont Robinson. Rest in peace to Lamont Robinson. According to a criminal complaint obtained by The Blast on April 27th of 2002, Kenneth, according to the Blast documents, shot Lamont with a loaded handgun multiple times, thereby causing his death. Officials reportedly charged Kenneth with murder in the second degree, but he was able to get it reduced to manslaughter after cutting a deal. He pled guilty on March of 2006 and was sentenced to 10 years in prison, for which he actually served 7 more years. No wonder fans are not thrilled with Nicki and hanging out with this man. There are rumors out there that these two have been an item for quite some time now, and that they're working together on all kinds of business projects and all that, because Kenneth is actually involved in the music industry. I don't know exactly what he does in the music industry, but it's said that he is involved in the music industry. Nicki, she made their relationship, be it romantic or professional or both, official. And she came out December 9th of 2018. Was it 2018? 2019? To tell the whole world that this who she's with. Did you ever make it out of that town? There's nothing where nothing ever happens, is what she captioned a picture of them together by saying. It's no secret that both of us are running out of time. You know what I mean? So she's in that whole nostalgia, that whole romantic moment. But we fast forward today and we check out TMZ, and the report is that he was now again arrested. Petty just appeared in court, and he actually pled not guilty. Prosecutors wanted Petty placed on house arrest, but his attorney objected, and instead, Petty is being required to wear an ankle monitor. He will also, from now on, have a curfew. Petty's lawyers says that he's going to post $100,000 bond later on today, and Petty will also be under pre-trial supervision. Pre-trial, that means supervision before a trial. Pre-trial supervision, and has already surrendered his passport. No more traveling for Mr. Petty. You know, him and Nicki just came back from where she is from, in the Caribbean, which is Trinidad, and the whole, carnival and all that festivity stuff. And he had to surrender his passport recently, which means he won't be traveling anytime soon. His travel will be restricted to Southern California. A lot of people are now saying it's no wonder Nicki moved out to Southern California. Damn, she's doing a lot for Mr. Petty. Petty also cannot use drugs, not even marijuana, from legal dispensaries in LA, not even if he has the proper paperwork to use legal marijuana. And his hearing is scheduled for March 23rd of 2020. So Nicki's husband, his past is coming back to bite him in the ass. He's been arrested by U.S. Marshals and on an indictment for failing to register as a sex offender. Damn. He was in federal court Wednesday, and we're told that he turned himself into the Marshals after he found out that, they were looking for you, you're wanted. Don't let your face get plastered all over the news. You are the husband/man of Nicki Minaj. I don't even know if they're husband and wife. I know that they went to go seek a marriage license in California when she moved out to California, but there's no trail saying they actually got married. She just started referring to him as her husband. Anyways, it's her business and she knows her business better than we do. I'm just saying, I don't think he's husband. I think he's just husband because she said so, not because they're married on paper. So he moved to California. Petty actually moved to California in July of 2019. But according to law enforcement, he got pulled over in the Beverly Hills in November, and that's when his legal troubles started. We're told that the Beverly Hills Police Department made a traffic stop on November 15th, and they determined that Petty was a registered sex offender in New York State, but had not registered himself in California. If you know the law, you know that that means you have absconded, and to abscond means to run away from justice, and you are now caught in another state. He was arrested and he was released on a $20,000 bond, which is no money for Nicki Minaj. She probably spends that on lingerie. Seriously. So the LA County DA charged him for failing to register as a sex offender. It appears that he still didn't check in after that because now the feds are in on the case. He was indicted in federal court for the same thing again, failing to register as a sex offender. As we've reported, his rap sheet includes a 1995 conviction for first-degree attempted rape, and he served 4 years for that in a New York State prison for the crime and was required after to actually register wherever he goes in all 50 states of the United States of America as a sex offender. If convicted on a federal charge for failure to register, he is actually looking at 10 years in prison. People, talk to me in the comment section and tell me what you think about this one, man. Did Nicki Minaj bite off more than she can chew? Did she pick up someone that you do not approve of? Do you understand the point where I say that the queen of rap, of modern day rap music, is actually our baby, especially to Caribbean background people, and we were rooting for her. And when she broke up with Safari, we were still rooting for her. But right now, the relationship she's in and the person she's with, we just can't get it. But are you going to support her continually, or are you slowly withdrawing your support? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one, and we will stay tuned to this story and bring you more update as this unfolds. It's BrainFLoTv. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.